Hi everyone, and welcome to another Live Safe Tool video. In this video, we're going to focus on how to use the missed opportunities functionality of the List Online platform. So generally speaking, missed opportunities is a quick and dirty analysis to understand where there might be opportunities for interventions in a given country. And in order to use the platform, first thing to do will be to select Review. You then need to select a country. So for our example today, we're going to go with Burundi. And once you've selected your country, this large bar chart pops up on your screen. So to understand what's going on with this bar chart, essentially, each bar represents the number of deaths that would be averted if that specific intervention was scaled up to 90% in the following year. So in the case of assisted vaginal delivery, it would be the sum of all three of these bars for 2020. If this explanation didn't make sense to you or you want to learn more about it, we have a completely separate video that focuses on the theory behind missed opportunities, and you're welcome to go visit that one. This video will focus more on how to use the platform itself. So by default, all of our outcomes are selected and all of our causes of death are selected. So if I was, for example, only interested in maternal deaths, I could turn off all of the other types of outcomes, and then I can have this graph exclusively for maternal mortality. If I would like to include contraceptive prevalence as well, which by default is not included, I can select this down here, and you'll see it will have appeared here on this high bar. The results by default are going to be the potential deaths averted. We can also look at percent reduction in mortality, or we can look at the potential cases of stunting averted. This will be particularly of interest for colleagues in the nutrition field. Going back to our deaths averted. By default, all of the causes of deaths are selected. So if we wanted to focus in on maternal deaths, and we wanted to know only which interventions have an effect on sepsis, and how many lives would be saved by scaling each one of those up to 90%. I can see here that my 5 interventions would be these 5, and respectively, this is how many lives they would save. We can turn everything back on. The accordions will appear depending on whether you've selected an outcome that is relevant to the accordion title. If you would like to select interventions along the continuum of care, you can select all periconceptual interventions, interventions delivered during pregnancy, etc., etc., etc. All of these are essentially ways for you to filter through your data so that you end up with exactly the type of graph that you're looking to have. If you want to download the graph as an image, you can do so here, and it will download as a PNG. If you instead wanted to have these data presented in a table and you wanted to do some further analysis on them, you can do so and download them as an Excel document. In terms of what this can do, essentially it is to give you that brief insight I mentioned previously about where there are the biggest potential for saving the most number of lives, or in the case of nutrition outcomes, the most number of stunting cases. If you would like to directly go and create a projection, you can do so here by clicking on this red button down here, and it will bring you directly into the create a projection side, which is going to be in a separate video. Thanks for listening.